So the Chicago Bulls, back in the 1990s, were a great basketball team, right? If you're not familiar with basketball, my apologies. But the Chicago Bulls in the 1990s were a great basketball team. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals, I think, just about every year. They won back-to-back championships on 2 occasions. They had three-peats. They were a great basketball team, great run organization, all those great things as a dynasty. I'm saying this to say that even though the basketball team was just so great, when people go back and talk about those teams, they talk mainly about Michael Jordan. And Bardock essentially was the Michael Jordan of Dragon Ball Manga Chapter 77. The team, aka the chapter, was cool, but it was cool because of Bardock, the Michael Jordan of Dragon Ball Super at this point. So, hot take: Bardock is the Michael Jordan of Dragon Ball Super, right? But so I'm like, I was just thinking about how how I really just the whole reason why I was really interested into that this newest chapter was all the lore and just the new content surrounding Bardock that we got, and just the mythology of the Dragon Ball world, so to speak. I was wondering, I'm like, is a Dragon Ball Super series, or rather, is a spin-off series centered around Bardock a good idea? I feel like there's a few good ideas for spin-offs of Dragon Ball, and Bardock, I would think, especially proven from all of its, all the trending that's been going on lately surrounding Bardock and Dragon Ball in general, I think is proof that Bardock could carry his own show, or manga, maybe just a limited run of a manga series. I think that is very, very much worth the effort. They do Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which is kind of just all over the place fan service. There's a story, of course, but I mean, it's not directly tied to the main story, and so it's not a legitimate spinoff. This Bardock story could be a legitimate spinoff, and I think could provide the fan base with what, even though it's sort of kind of just treading, going through old stuff, it's still new in a way, and it's following a character with a lot more intrigue and just what I would call edge. It's an anti-hero who doesn't love reading a story with an anti-hero. They're unpredictable. They go about solving problems in unconventional ways. They're an interesting read. They're interesting characters, and I really wish they would do that. They've done something similar like this before. They had the Reincarnated as Yamcha manga. And that's a really cool story. If you haven't checked it out, I definitely would recommend it. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. I should do a whole video talking about that. I feel like not enough people know about it, but that was a great spinoff, sort of, and it's worth being its own OVA. Honestly, so they should animate that. I think people would love to go see that. I could just see them, all the Yamcha memes, oh my god, that would probably be great. And this could be great too. Bardock, a limited run of, and it's easy, because I'm sure he went through countless planets of just being, a Saiyan, countless civilizations, of just doing what he does and running with his crew and all of these things that there's plenty to work with there, and you could expand into the universe and bring back you could you could work in the origins of the Namekians now that that's been expanded upon in the Granola arc. You could bring in Zalama mythology. You could tie it in to where Bardock had got mixed in with other universes at one point, and that's what led to the destruction of one of those universes that were already destroyed. Pre-Tournament of Power. There's a lot you could do with that, following this, very, cool and interesting character. Just seeing Bardock in that cloak. I mean, the dude was just radiating drip. He was just cool. He's just cool. Bardock is cool, and that's a very, priceless commodity that it's hard to replicate. And it's like Goku doesn't have that anymore. Vegeta definitely doesn't have that anymore. The bag has been fumbled with Vegeta so aggressively to the point to where it's just people look at you crazy if you have any hope or believe that Vegeta is gonna get a win or just be looked upon as a cool and respectable character. That's just a pipe dream at this point. So I think Bardock has earned at this point a spinoff. You could argue the same about, like I said, a couple other characters like Gohan has definitely earned his own spinoff. Galactic Patrol, Jacko, even that. I think there's room for that. Again, the mythology, the universe of Dragon Ball is quite big, and they slick do nothing with it. Hell, a Frieza spinoff, RP Crusairs, a Frieza spinoff would be really dope. Just seeing how he goes about his business of hijacking these planets and wiping people out. Maybe turn it into like how the Avengers did with Thanos. Make him to where it's like you kind of get why he does the things he does. There's a lot to work with. I should make a video just talking about potential spin-offs and a whole Dragon Ball cinematic universe and all those things. I should definitely talk about that in the future, but just focusing on the here and now. Bardock, he was the Michael Jordan of Dragon Ball of chapter 77, and just like the real Michael Jordan, you can never get enough, and you hope he comes back sooner than later.